Today at work, I clean, and today at work there was the lady that I cleaned for. She was home, and I was cleaning, and she has this tendency of always letting me know that, what I haven't done right, and she calls me over, like, like your parents do that, and then she says, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, oh, that you didn't do either, oh, that I didn't check that yet, but I can assume, that kind of yeah, that, I think you can imagine. Sort of, I feel then really like put down, and like she has that power over me. And I noticed today that actually I was turned on by that. I got very excited when she did that towards me, like have that show her power over me. And then apparently, it built up from that moment. I started doing self-forgiveness about it, but apparently it didn't, I didn't release it because it was much deeper than that. And then it was building up to the point that just now I just kind of, I masturbated purely on the idea of power, and I felt like I couldn't control that. And that was just all this hidden sexuality that I've always denied and suppressed within me. Just sort of got big, and yeah. And it revealed this entire construct within me that apparently my entire being is just built on, is power and being dominated and being overpowered by someone. And it's like that constantly. Like, I give my power away to other beings so that they can judge me, and so that they can look at me and approve of me and tell me that I'm doing okay and that I'm doing the right thing. And yeah, I've always had sexual fantasies of power, dominating, like a man dominating a woman, or lots of men dominating a woman. Or when I was little, oh my god, I was like sex farms and stuff like that in my mind. And yeah, the woman was always less than the man, always. Except for now, this was a very, wow, like I actually felt completely aroused and excited, because just of the idea that she told me what I did wrong, that she had that power over me, and that she was able to just tell me, you didn't do that right, you didn't do that right, she just was literally just putting me down. Just, at the moment, I didn't really feel a lot. I was like, yeah, I'll just let her talk. I mean, I don't feel the need to actually say something about this. I didn't really feel a lot of movement inside, except for kind of the excitement, and then I did self-forgiveness for that, but it was a lot more than that, apparently. And that's, wow, that's been the fundamental basis of my entire personality. That power, being overpowered, being absolutely weak and dumb and stupid, and less and unworthy, just being like the absolute scum of the earth, being not worthy of life at all, being treated like an object. And wow, in my life I've had these experiences as well, which, like, I used to hike, and a couple of times men picked me up and they, they just started masturbating in the car when I was sitting there. And, I was like, okay, I see that, and then I quickly turn away and I know that they're doing that. And then at the moment, I don't feel a lot. It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. But then when I get out of the car and when I get home, I feel so... God, I feel like, filthy and dirty and like I've been used, actually like an object. Like used and thrown away. Something like that. Been overpowered. And then I used that, even though it made me feel like shit, I used that in my sexual fantasies and I elaborated. I just constructed this entire world of being dominated and being overpowered in my sexual fantasies. Because I got excited about that, because that made me feel aroused. Which is just, yes, that is pretty fucked up. Yes. I'm wondering what the exact origin of that is. Can't really... I remember one... It's always that one. It seems really subtle and meaningless, actually, but... Oh yes. It's when I was little and I was in my friend's house, and her dad they were just sitting in front of the TV, and her dad calls me over, and I was really, really little, and he takes me on his lap and he puts his hand by my crotch, kind of just, yeah, just sitting on his knee, and he puts his hand right there, and he just, yeah, it was just that, and that was it. But that, back then, I always, I also kind of felt like, didn't feel like it was wrong, but there was something about it, like, I don't know, like a feeling that I couldn't describe. Like I didn't quite know what was going on. I was just sitting there. Yeah, that could have well been it. Alright, so I'm going to do self-forgiveness on that. Cool. Okay, thank you.